In this video, I'll be talking about rhetorical knowledge and how to respond appropriately to different kinds of rhetorical situations. To do so, you need to know what ethos, pathos, and logos are. To easily explain that, I made a diagram of this little guy here, and I'll tell you what each of these little branches stand for. This one is ethos. This one down here is pathos. And this one up here is logos. I'm going to explain each of them very simply, hopefully. Ethos is basically ethics. It literally means ethics in English. And it refers to right and wrong. And ethos involves much more than just ethical arguments. Ethos relates to the writer because he or she must appear trustworthy and honest. To be ethical, or to show ethos, you also want to be believable. It's important to be believable so people don't just find you wrong or whatever. Some tips to portray ethos are: don't use overblown language, or don't be fancy. Nobody likes know-it-all. Show them you have considered both sides of the argument, or simply don't be arrogant. Third, you want to establish yourself as an expert. Don't leave gaps for people to challenge you. Or to change your words around. Next, I'll talk about pathos for a little bit. And pathos stands for emotion. And the argument is based on the person's emotions. You really want to play on sympathy and fears and desires, such things like that. And you want to make the reader feel what you feel. Because have you ever felt like crying during commercials of hungry children or orphaned animals and you feel like so sad about this? That right there is pathos. It's basically like persuading someone with their emotions, which, sort of seems bad, but it works. And for pathos, you want, you use emotion that's based on words such as escape, decency, freedom, peace, and so on, stuff like that. You want to include heart-wrenching stories to grab attention, like like the example I just gave you. You also want to use language such as we, us, and our. It's important to use words like that because you can have the reader feel like they're part of your world and not just reading about it, I'll make that a little bit darker. And for logos, this one's like probably the most easy one to explain. It's logic. Easily put, it's logic. You want to make sure you write down facts and give good information. You don't want to contradict yourself, or you won't seem you won't have very much ethos either. And you want to be clear in what you are writing about. So just be clear. And to easily put this all together, you need to have this type of outlook on it. You need to balance it all. So you want ethos, logos, and pathos, but you want it all be balanced perfectly. Make everything balance well in your essay, and you'll have one perfect paper. Thanks for listening.